Hello wrestling fans, the Wrestling Wizard here and welcome to another video. So those of you that watch this channel will know that we love a good old theory. We like to think outside the box and make wild predictions and wild theories when it comes to the WWE creative. Think just before SummerSlam we predicted the Jimmy turn on Jey Uso. It happened, and I know at the time many of you thought, Wiz, you got 10 heads, it's never going to happen, and it happened. But on the flip side, there are a lot of theories that we discuss that never materialise, never play out on WWE TV, and that's fine. So many of you have incredible theories that I honestly believe if WWE Creative actually listened to you and actually played them out on WWE TV, it would be like awesome. Now, I'm not saying the WWE product isn't great, it is in a good place, but I often like it when WWE think outside the box and shock us, and that's why I wanted to talk about Senor Money in the Bank Damian Priest. Now, at the moment, of course, everything is gravy. He is the undisputed tag team champion alongside fellow Judgment Day member Finn Balor. Of course, he's Senor Money in the Bank and part of a dominant heel faction in Judgment Day. It couldn't get any better, right? And of course, you got this snake in JD McDonagh trying to make peace with Damian Priest, trying to be his friend, or is he? I feel like you can't trust that dude. And I think that Finn Balor is using JD McDonagh to break Damian Priest away from the World Heavyweight title scene. I truly do. At the moment, of course, they look like pals. They're tag team champions, and it seems like they've put their differences in the past behind them. That ain't gonna last. That really isn't gonna last. Of course, already the cracks are starting to show. Dominic Mysterio lost, of course, his NXT Northern Championship. So what's next? Inevitably, down the line, Finn and Damian Priest will lose the tag team titles. And inevitably, when that happens, we're going to see the real Finn Balor, the snake Finn Balor, the jealous Finn Balor, the Finn Balor that we saw prior to those two winning the tag team titles. He was jealous of the fact that Damian Priest won the Money in the Bank briefcase, that he could cash that in anytime, any place, and become world champion. It distracted him, even in his world title matches against the likes of Seth Rollins. He was constantly looking in the rear view mirror at Damian Priest and what he was going to do with that Money in the Bank briefcase. It distracted him. He lost. Now, I've personally felt for a while that Finn Balor, as a heel, a monster heel, deserves a run with the World Heavyweight title, and then you can maybe down the line have that storyline arc of Damian Priest cashing in on Finn Balor. Now, of course, Nakamura could beat Seth Rollins and become a heel champion, and then you could have Damian Priest cash in on Nakamura, of course, but maybe that's just too many cooks in the kitchen. What if WWE's plan all along has been for Finn Balor and JD McDonagh to screw Damian Priest from within the Judgment Day? That when JD McDonagh presented Damian Priest with that shiny new Money in the Bank briefcase, that was actually a dud contract. That wasn't the real deal. That wasn't the official Money in the Bank briefcase. It's actually Finn Balor who possesses that. And imagine if Finn Balor used that to his advantage to cash in and become the new World Heavyweight Champion at the expense of Damian Priest. Now, of course, this is just a fan theory amongst many fans, and of course it would feel very WWE 2K23, but what if that's WWE's plan? Of course, if you look at things at face value, it's genius from WWE either way, because you've got Damian Priest holding the Money in the Bank briefcase, which by the way could be legit, and he could cash in legitimately and become world champion, and then you got this jealousy arc via Finn Balor. Like, play it out legit, I suppose you could say. Or there could be this deception from within. And what JD McDonagh said, that Judgment Day have been waiting for a change for some time now, that he's indirectly referring to the fact that he would be better off as part of the Judgment Day in replacement of Damian Priest. And there's some sort of screw job. Now, you've got to think, if WWE's plan is to turn Damian Priest babyface, it's unlikely that he's going to cash in on a babyface champ at the moment. So in order for Damian Priest to babyface turn, you want to be able to sympathise with that character. You want to feel sympathy for the act. And to do that, you can have him get screwed over via JD McDonagh and Finn Balor. And then you could play out a feud with Damian Priest not being in the Judgment Day anymore between him and Finn Balor. And that would be really intriguing, and it would make sense from a storyline perspective as well. Finn's always been jealous of Damian Priest, especially now he's got that briefcase. So he will go to any depths to prevent Damian Priest from becoming world champion when he feels he deserves to be world champion. It's really, really compelling viewing at the moment, I think, when it comes to Judgment Day. I've been down on factions as of late in general, but I think they can really play this out and execute it really well. I'm skeptical of a babyface Damian Priest, to be honest with you. I prefer him in this heel role, if I'm being brutally honest. But they can make it work with this deception angle. But what do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you feel there's something a little bit fishy about this Senior Money in the Bank briefcase? Like, why was JD McDonagh so willing to provide Damian Priest with this briefcase? Like, I just think something doesn't smell right. But what do you think? Get down in the comments section and share your thoughts and opinions. And as always, I want to thank you. Thank you for watching the video all the way through if you have. Honestly, I really appreciate it. And I'd appreciate it even further if you could like the video, share the video, and even better, subscribe if you're new, and we'll catch you in the next one.